Hi, welcome to Tuesday Talk. It's Friday, but I'm actually filming some of my Tuesday Talk today. Just a little bit in the shop here. So I had a class last night. The reason I'm showing you this mess, which isn't bad, is because I always have to clean up, the front of my shop before I can even think about the workshop. But I have some projects to finish today, and I am focusing on cleaning up the workshop a little bit because I asked Tanya Manning from Carts and Millie for her input on what we should discuss on Tuesday Talk this week. And she said, what about cleaning up your workshop? So let's go back a little further. And leftovers from last night. And I have to get my lights on and everything and my music. But more mess. But this is the bridal rental section. So we were sitting here last night because it stormed and we were waiting for the rain. So we come upon a mess back here. These need put out. New merchandise. Something fell apart here. Look at this tabletop. This has been the bane of my existence, as well as my desk over there. Look at this. Oh my gosh. There's a hall back there which is somewhat organized, but the portal to it sometimes gets clogged up, and just lots and lots of things. Now that may look like a mess, but it's actually all my wood scraps that I know are there. But when you have a class, you just throw things. So I had this class to get rid of a bunch of chairs that I had, and did a pretty good job clearing most of them out. So I got to reorganize this stack and finishing up this project. Look at the floor. Got to get rid of all that. My countertops are meant to be surfaces to work on, and they're not, so I need to address that. But I have to finish this baby today. This is a pantry door for custom order. Brush care. Let's talk about that a minute. And some of my bad habits of soaking my brushes. Soaking isn't a bad thing if your brush is made for it. These aren't. So what happens is it loosens the ferrule, which is that metal part. Okay, so here's what I do. I have this cart, and it just rolls out of here and over to the sink. And I use Dawn dish detergent. I use scrubby soap. I also use a brush comb to help get the paint out. So I have a problem that has recently started, and it's due to my negligence, but using the all-in-one paint. So what happens is the paint is hardening in the core of the brush, so I'm only having like this much of my brush that's usable, which is still okay. I'll use it to death, but that comb really helps you. So this brush is flexible like it's supposed to be. So these brushes, even though I've abused them, they owe me nothing. They've been really beat to death, and I get my use out of them. And as they go along, I give them different levels of paint duties. But I did buy some new brushes, and I'm gonna put this back in the garage. So this brush is totally shot, but I'm not giving up on it. It's hard as a rock, but they make this stuff clean as a whistle, and it's a paintbrush cleaner. And I've heard that full strength, you can totally revive a paintbrush. I have done it with that stuff, but I'm ready to try it again. I think I even tried it once with that. But there's other things you can try too. Vinegar water, I've heard, and also fabric softener. So I'm going to be giving some of those things a try as well. Tanya also mentioned brush care. I treated myself to some new brushes from Zebra. What a great presentation. The one that's missing is in this bag. No, I'm not starting my old tricks already. That's actually not a bad way to do it, to put it in a sealed baggie where you're putting the paint only in one corner, and I'll keep up with the washing on this. So here's a 3-minute segment which I will speed up on how to wash a brush. So basically I'm being kind of picky because it's brand new, but I always like to put some Dawn detergent into the brush, let it kind of soak in, and use the palm of my hand and get all that paint out. I just keep working with it until I don't see any more paint run. I turn it upside down and let the water run through it. I try to work the bristles down at the base of the brush. I have learned, especially since using an all-in-one paint, that that's a different animal and it just hardens differently. Also, the longer the paint sits in the brush, the more difficult it is to remove. Ask me how I know. So I am going to treat these brushes a lot better. I have found that these synthetic brushes in general, but these Zebra brushes really just shed the paint nicely. So I'm pretty pleased with them. So I use that comb, and that helps too to get the paint out of the bristles. So I kind of like to start as far back to the base as I can. And if you can use that finer side, all the better. So there's a thick side, just like your comb when you're combing out your wet hair. So I just keep doing this until until the water runs clear. See what you got me into, Tanya? All this cleaning. So please check out Tanya's channel, Carts and Millie, on YouTube. And I'm just reminding you what a mess this place is, and I'm gonna get busy and I'm gonna clean it up. So here we go. I sure know how to get $1's worth out of a dollar store broom. Is it done? No. Is it clean? Not completely. Is it better? Why, yes. I couldn't exactly tell my client who I'm working on her kitchen cabinet doors that I couldn't get it done because I had to clean my room. So come back next week and we'll make sure that I'm going to finish it. I'll hold myself to it. Remember our channel membership. Just click join and you too can tell me what to do. Thanks so much for watching today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also hit subscribe and don't forget the notifications bell so you don't miss anything. Join us at lavintagedecor.company, and on Instagram we're LaVintage Decor. On Facebook we're LaVintage Decor Altoona. Stay well.